Hello everyone. Welcome to Solve Unsolved. Today we will discuss about one of the production document, which is the RPA Bot Inventory. We will see what is this document, how do we draft it, and why do we even require it. So this tutorial is going to be a complete guide on the RPA Bot Inventory. Let's first understand what is this document. This document, as the name suggests, is the inventory to capture the bot related details, which can be referred in future by anyone who needs the information around the bot. We would have already prepared a lot of documents around bot, so this is not going to be a detailed one, but rather a snap. It should give a snap of what is this bot about, what all components this bot involves, and even if it is kind of a reusable component or not. So this becomes really helpful in terms of a kind of a repository or the inventory of the details of all the bots which are deployed for that process. So the details which this bot inventory document capture is the process and bot count. For example, if there is a business for which the bots are being developed by a team, then all the list of the processes for which that bot has been deployed and the number of bot count, number of bot which has been deployed. This inventory will keep the count of or the details of all those bots. Now, when we see the processes and bot count, it can be specific to use case to use case or maybe process to process, or it can be a summarized inventory document for the entire bot which is developed for that client or that business. So it depends how you want to maintain it, but as a for the better reference or a kind of a better management, I would say you can choose as per your requirement how do you want to capture details and what on what level. The next information which is captured in this bot inventory is the overview of bot details. If, for example, the bot IDs, the type of bot in terms of whether it's reusable, it is having the reusable component or not, such kind of details. Then the associated business process for which this bot is developed, who were the SMEs who were contacted at the time of the bot development, and the applications details which are involved in this bot. Um, the other information which is captured are the key tasks and the dependencies related to it. But again, this is on the very high level. It is not a detailed one which is to be captured in this bot inventory document. Those details can be referred in the previous documents which we have discussed in the bot deployment documents. But in this bot inventory document, we just need to capture it on very high level for the reference sake. The next information which is captured or suggested to be captured is the configuration schedule details, so that at least people know that, okay, these are the bot, this is on which servers it runs, and what is the schedule timing of this bot. So this kind of inform. So what is the timing of this bot? So this information comes really handy just for if anyone wants to get a quick glimpse onto the bot. Now let's have a look onto how this bot inventory document look like. Again, we are presenting here as a very simple form of the overview of this document, but it can depend on to how you want to maintain it, whether you want to make it more details or you want to keep it simple, or you want to maintain it in a different format. It can be the one which we are showing here is in the Excel. In the first sheet of this Excel, you would see that it captures just the overview that what is the how many number of process are currently developed and are in production. So those number count of those things, the number of processes which are being discussed in UAT, in development, the number of bots of this current client, which is in production, UAT versus development. So all kind of very high level detail you need to capture here. In the next sheet, if you see here, there are row by row where you capture each of the bot details. For example, if there is one bot which is developed for one of the sub process, then you need to capture what are the bot IDs which is used for the bot run, the bot name. For example, if there is a common, if you see SAP login. So login ATMX can be used across multiple automations where the login has to happen on the SAP. Similarly, if there are any of these user component you think of, you need to capture here. What is the type for example, it is a reusable bot. Anyone has developed this a login bot. So you just need to capture it. This is a reusable bot. Anyone can use with minor changes as per their requirement. Um, where is this currently bot, whether it is live or it is just in development, UAD. So those kind of information, the process ID, which is referred here for this development, the process name, the phase in which this process is currently into, the description of this bot, that what does the bot does and how does it operate. Then the application which is involved, for example, a target application we are talking here is the SAP. So you need to mention here. Then the department for which this bot was developed, the criticality of the process, whether it was critical, it was just for the demo purpose you have done it. So you need to capture those details here. Then the risk approval, if it is required, for example, if there is some PCI or compliant data which needs to be have to be approved from the risk team of your company, then you need to mention it here. Then the business process owner name needs to be mentioned here. The SMEs who were contacted at time of bot deployment, the key task and the master task of this bot, the dependencies, the input dependencies, and the output consumption, which needs to be required or to be referred in terms of any help which can be provisioned here, the location where this bot is stored, the repository path where the bots and files are placed, the configuration, if any, which needs to be done in terms of the system, the control room, or any such configuration related details, the volume which is expected or has been tested at least using this bot, the execution schedule, which is the frequency, or if it is already in production, that what is the frequency which this bot is operating onto, the effort which was invested in creation of this reusable component, so that at least someone can know that what is the kind of effort which is being saved here, and the production date on which this got deployed. So you think of any such information which can come handy for anyone who wants to refer this detail in future, so that, say example, I'm going to do a development on SAP, and what I would do as an organization, as if efficient organization team, what I would do, I would just first come to this inventory document. I will see if there was any such bot which was developed in past, which can be of help to me or can save my development time. Certainly, I will go ahead, I'll see if those application related automation has already happened, or if, say, even I'm getting some challenges in production, sorry, even in the development phase, I'm getting challenges doing some automation on that application. At least I would know that similar automation has happened in past, and this is going to be really helpful. So this bot inventory document serves as a go-to document for the bot user team in terms of reference of any bot related details, dependencies, reusability factors, or optimization in savings any of my time in bot development. This document is really helpful across the organization. So these are the basic documents which are suggested to be captured or maintained at a time of UAT, um, and are of real help. So I hope you would have just got the understanding of what all are the prerequisite, or at least the industry standard documents which are suggested to be prepared for the smooth go live. So what next? In the next video, we will discuss on the real-time use case. We'll demonstrate you how to use each of these documents phase by phase, to give you a detailed idea onto how to be drafted, and in the real scenario, how this is being used. Till then, keep learning, keep growing, stay happy and stay healthy. Thank you, everyone.